Hey y'all, this is the second VipKid Journey that I attend, and it was at Vegas, which it was tons of fun. I love coming to this type of events because I live very motivated. I know this video seems a bit long, but it's because everything that I recorded was so good that I didn't want to leave things out. And I know that Vegas motto, I know, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, but I guess I didn't quite do that. If you attended, you might find yourself in this video, and if you are planning on going to the next journey, which is coming pretty soon, then I recommend you to watch this video so that way you have an idea of what to expect. And yes, don't forget to bring money since there will be a swag store. You might see me in this video once since I was busy recording everything that was going on. Alright you guys, here we go, enjoy!
Hello! Welcome! Thank you. If you're not in yet, you can still hop in. Go to kahoot.it and then enter the pin 516438.
I don't know if I see myself. Already
Made it to 150.
there.
We're almost ready to start. You can still
how the restless generation will change their country and the world. Zach is a 29-year-old Columbia University graduate and fluent Mandarin speaker. Ni hao, as we say. He has spoken at forums and summits across 4 continents and is a rising authority in the field. Please welcome Zach Dykewald to the stage.
尊敬的各位领导、各位来宾、各位 VipKid 的朋友，早上好。
Hello.
Or as I find myself saying more often, hey, what's up, everybody? I hear you guys are the really boring crowd, so they wanted me to come up and tell a few jokes. I don't think I need that today. Hey, I just met someone named Priscilla from Schertz, Texas, and I asked her why she was here. And she said she's a new teacher, and she wanted to get the community and feel the enthusiasm to get a boost from the crowd. And I'm not sure that you guys can do that for her. What do you guys think? Can we give her a little boost from the crowd? Bless you, Priscilla.
You guys some Chinese food. So these are the top 3. The first one is 酸辣土豆丝. Everybody say it.
I guess if you're going to say it, you should probably know what it is, right? So this is a sour, spicy, shredded potato dish, and it's one of my favorites.
And the second one is 鱼香肉丝.
And this is another shredded dish, it's a shredded pork dish. Also one of my favorites.
The third one is my favorite, which is 麻婆豆腐.
This is a very spicy tofu dish that, this is going to sound weird, will leave your mouth numb, but it's a good numb. That makes sense. Now, what if teachers want to learn more about food? What can they do?
So this afternoon, I'm going to the Chinese culture session, which is going to teach you more about Chinese food and Chinese culture. If you're interested, you can come.
For our next section, we have a bit of a surprise for you guys, more surprises. We're going to have a fireside chat with Kevin and a special guest. Who are you going to invite?
Please welcome Cindy Mee, the founder and CEO
Thank you. So excited to be here. Good morning. Okay. I'm back. Cindy, thank you for sitting down with us today here in Journey, Las Vegas. I know you've been to many journeys, and we have a lot to discuss. We actually had questions submitted by teachers, so I've kind of summarized them and put them in some questions for you today. You ready? I am totally ready. Hey, sorry. Are we ready? Yeah! She's on the hot seat today. So this is your 5th journey. What keeps you coming back?
Well, firstly, journey itself, I wouldn't miss a single journey event. First journey, Salt Lake City. And then we have Dallas. And Florida, we have Orlando. And Chicago, now you are in Vegas. This is the very event that bring all of us together. And we see each other, we smile at each other, we hug each other, we share with each other all of our stories. I wouldn't miss a single one. And secondly, I'm here for you. This is your line. This is my happiest day of the year. As a teacher, to be with all my fellow teachers and listen to all your story and figure out ways to build around our teachers' success. This is the place that I gotta be.
Yes.
And one more thing. I was in Vegas meeting with a few teachers 2 years ago, almost 2 years ago, 2017. And Vegas, my uncle he moved to Vegas. Now he is a logo. 3 years ago, he is the very person that taught me English, teach me how to teach me how to build around teacher success. He will be here in the afternoon, but no, Vegas is always has this sweet place in my heart that I want to come back. And now we have 500 teachers in Vegas, do we? 500.
Why is Journey so important to VipKid as a company? Why is this event so important?
Well, Journey, this is where we celebrate our teacher journey. And we are VipKid, a global classroom. Teachers and students work together. So this event is so critical. This is a spirit where we see Dino. We meet with Kevin, we meet with everyone. And then secondly, this is a place where we have the opportunity to bring our students and teachers and staff together. Do we love the session? And just share? Yeah. In Orlando, we have parents and students travel afar from China, connecting from Chicago, 80-hour flight, to meet with our teachers there. And all the time in Chicago, we have 3 teachers who met with each other and then found they teach the same students. And of course, we take selfies, and the teachers took selfie and they sent the photo to the student. She's so amazed. And now they're looking forward to see each other in China. And finally, I think Journey inspires all of our community engagement. We have over 100 meetups now. Yeah. Now we even have one in Nova Scotia and Czech Republic. Yeah. And I know we have all the Facebook groups. Everyone send out YouTube videos, and Journey is at the core of everything.
Yeah, absolutely, I agree. So the crazy part is VipKid is almost 6 years old now. I feel like we just celebrated its 5th birthday, right? So take us back to the beginning, Cindy. What inspired you to start VipKid?
Well, as a student, I've been learning English, and as Dr. just mentioned, to see the world is a bridge for me to see the outside world and get to know the world. And then, as a student, I really wish I had all of you, not only my uncle, when I was a kid, so I can learn the language and see the world. And I really want to build this global classroom with all of you together, so that we can together empower and inspire every child for the future. So, as a student and for the students, and also as a teacher, I started teaching English in 1998. Not a millennial, but now over the years, I understand as a teacher that we want global students. We want to help more kids. Very simple. And then to build a global classroom, I think is so meaningful for the teachers that we can work with more students. So, 5 years, almost 6 years ago, Jess and I and Victor, we started the company, and we all came together. We're building this global classroom, and we're cultivating global kids. And I'm just feeling so fortunate every day that we're working on this together.
So, thinking back to the very beginning, what were some of the challenges at the start, right when you guys launched? Tell me about that story. I know you had a friend that talked about VipKid early on. It got very popular. What were some of the challenges there, and what's kept you so determined going forward?
China's speed. We noticed that. But then 5 years ago, 2015, 2014, how many of you started from 2015? 2015, yes. Some of you. What about anyone from 14? Not in this room as a teacher, but because we only then had like 20 teachers.
Wow.
So it was very difficult. I think the challenge was huge. Like what Zach said, is crossing the river by touching the stones. We don't know exactly what we're doing. We kind of know, but it is such a new program. It's online. No parents would trust their kids with this, imagined way of learning, which is to learn English online. And then very few teachers thus is for real. We hear that a lot, even from the 16 viewing. Is VIP Journey for real? It's a real company, real people, or just like, you know, all these people online. But I know the challenge was we had to persuade every parent for hours for them to take the program, and also share with the teachers how to teach like digitally online. It sounds crazy, doesn't it? To teach the 5-year-old who do not speak English at all over the screen on the iPad or the Apple computer or other computers. But this is uncharted water. This is so new. So I'm so glad that all of us adopted and adapted, that we're working together, you know, against all odds, and you know, figure out the challenges and do the things we're doing today. Now we have over 600,000 students, and I'm feel blown away every day that we have over 70,000 teachers working together. But going forward, if you think about the future, a million students, 10 million. More teachers who work together, there will be more challenges, there will be more things we need to figure out, you know, crossing the river by touching the stones. And I wish all of you, we can work together to figure out all the challenges, and we're building this whole classroom together.
I remember, Cindy, when I met you 2.5 years ago, we were talking about the community, and she told me about how they just had this rapid growth. And they actually had to use the teacher community to help us find other teachers because there was so much demand in China. And also, I believe the first NCM program started early on because we had to use our teacher community to interview other teachers as well. So I just remember being like, I want to be a part of that community. So at our last journey in Chicago, right, you announced the launch of VIP Teach, a new nonprofit that we've started. So what inspired you to launch that, and what do you hope it's going to solve?
VIP Teach is there to help the broader student community and teacher community. We want to do more for the students so that we can, you know, allow more access to high quality education by engaged with more community programs across the globe, not only in China, but also in communities like Chicago, public school districts for underserved students who are mentoring. And also we want to empower more teachers to do more so that they can understand the new technology, how to use that in the new world today. And you know, our recent initiative is the Teacher of Courage Awards. And what's amazing about this is our community, we can work together to help other communities. So this award is nominated by our teachers of anyone around you who you view as a teacher who has the most courage. And you know, we have stories to share.
Yeah, I think we'll share it later, yeah.
But then it's stories about how teachers overcome hardships. And being teachers, it's a tough job. It's a hard job, and I know everyone get up so early, you do so much more for your students, and you know, it's all the heart that we're pouring into teaching that we're doing every day. So you know, by VIP Teach, we'll be able to help more communities, both for the students who are in the
Right. And also, kind of touching on social impact, we have another program, the REP, Rural Education Project.
Table set out there, right next to our swag store. But the REP program, Rural Education Program, is so dear to my heart because I think all of you will understand how precious a learning opportunity it is for students. It is the same for our students in the cities, but also the same for our students in rural villages, for them to see the world and to learn from the best. So since started 3 years ago, 2017, when we started with 5 schools, and then 100 the following year, 300, and today 1,000 schools in over 30 provinces in China, and over 30,000 students. I'm going to show you a video so we can see together how much impact we've made through the Rural Education Program.
像我这样的苗家女孩子， 本来是没有什么机会上学的，而我在成长的过程当中，确实的遇到了很多人的帮助，而我觉得对他们的最好的报答，就是把他们给我的爱传递下去，所以我选择做一名乡镇老师。在我们贵州偏远山区的孩子，他们学习英语永远是一个老大难的问题。我在上学的时候就从来没有外教，也没见过外国人。学习语言呢，确实需要一个语言环境。我希望VipKid的外教课堂能够给我的孩子们带来一些改变。
外教老师在电脑上跟我们打招呼，老师一直在讲英文，我听懂的很少。
And the VipKid staff. Oh, here you go. Jessie, come on up. Thank you. Oh, thank you. And Sophia. Can you help with the mic? Hi, everybody.
thank you so much to our co-founders, Cindy and Jesse, and for everything that you do and continue to do for VipKid and for each of us. Thank you. Thank you for thinking outside of the box and allowing us to grow with you and the company. Thank you, Sophia, for marketing VipKid so it continues to grow. We as teachers continue to grow with this company. We are very grateful for the opportunity to work in a fun, flexible, and to have the freedom in our lives that we can teach from anywhere. Thank you for helping us build bridges. Thank you for coming into Las Vegas and for pouring into our hearts the way you pour into the company. We are very grateful.
Full-time in May, at the beginning of May, as the curriculum manager for the U.S. office. I am very, very humbled to be here in front of all of you, to interact with so many of you last night. So many of you who probably love and at times hate some of the things that you have to teach.
Getting better. I came to school to see my principal and to meet my students that I would have when I come back.
They stopped all the classes and she came through the doors and everyone was cheering for her. It was really fun.
Lots of hugs, lots of tears, just overwhelming and humbling. You know, people keep telling me I'm inspiring and I'm just being me. I'm just pushing through because I can't give up.
I would describe Ms. Williams as a very helpful person who's really strong, independent, and she'll pretty much help you with anything if you ever need it. She'll always try to put everyone else before herself. I love you, Ms. Williams.
Courage Award. I'd like for everyone to just put their hands together one more time, not just for Miranda, but also for teachers everywhere.
How is everyone's session going today? So to kick things off, I'd like to ask, who here has made a new friend, or has met somebody new?
Can you keep your hands up? So for those of you that have met a new friend, if you're sitting next to that friend, can you keep your hand up?
All right, we're going to ask you to introduce your friend.
Sorry, we are waiting for our PPT pen. Hold on a second, thank you. Thank you very much. So hello teachers! I'm Julia, and they're my kids. They're twins, fraternal twins, Claudia and Chris. And today is a great honor for us to be one of the keynote speakers for the ending session. So we're the last Claudia took was Mr. Chris learning about animal adaptations. As you remember, they talk about how iPad camouflage. And the next one is our self-developed level 7 that time with the major course on level 7. And they learned, you know, for Chinese parents, we're watching our children grow with VipKid platform. This is the first page is the class taken list. After each class, we'll view the lesson report. I sincerely appreciate teachers write very comprehensive lesson report so that parents can better understand their children's progression with VipKid.
Well, this is one of the things on the activity planner is Dino takes you to the Forbidden City. And we can earn prizes and also improve at the same time while doing these fun and educational activities. And we can also earn cards to write to the teacher. And you see the professor hat up there? You see the hat?
Everyone? We have two courses. It's the major course and the supplementary course. We have major course Escalate for level 7 and major course 216, 1 to level 6. And for supplementary. Alright, so the Free Readers and the Comic Stores is a place where you can enjoy reading. And in a VFT, virtual field trip, you can go on a virtual adventure with another teacher. And in Learning Extended, you can watch after-class videos. And in soft skills, you can learn how to do cool stuff, such as making paper cup telephones and drawing mind maps. Okay. And in review books, you can listen to audios about the class. And in free video, you can listen to non-class related but educational videos. So this is the digital library. In the digital library, you can find the right book for you by selecting the correct text style, your VipKid level, and your favorite genre. Alright, so here's where to choose your VipKid level, and here.
Hello everyone! I'm a new kid on the block. I just joined VipKid a few days ago.
Welcome!
I'm so excited to be here with you, but what impressed me most was what you have just seen. Claudia and Chris. Together with us. These are the future generation in China and the future global citizens. They reminded me about 40-some years ago, at that age, how I learned English in China. I also have a sister who is not my twin. No. We learned English the hard way. I was so eager to come to this journey, so this morning I had the pleasure to work with my colleague Toby to meet with 15 teachers who volunteered to come to the meeting room. So as a result of discussion, I reflected, there are top 10 reasons why you are here, why you belong to VipKids. Are you ready? Yes. All right. Still, number 10. Having your voice and feedback heard. Yay. Number 9. Opportunities for professional development. Number 8. Establish community of teachers. Number 7, provide opportunities for teachers to learn. Number 6, you can focus on teaching, not politics. Number 5, the readiness of teaching platform and materials that provides great facility for teachers. Number 4, interconnectivity among all of us, making good friends. Number 3, real financial reward. Number 2, flexibility. And number 1 is
have fun.
passion for kids and sense of fulfillment. From your applause, I understand that these echo many of you working so hard every day because you know what you are doing is something which has not been done before.
Go ahead.